Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm glad you made it out of there safely, Zarek. You gotta be careful. Be careful. Um, good morning, everyone. Hope you all having a wonderful day. Fox here, we got a great stream for you guys. So we're gonna play one of my favorite quest lines, although I haven't played much of it back when I used to play. Excuse me. So I had to go put up the food real quick. So I'm running a little behind, and you may not be able to do it. You might not be high enough level, or you might need some sort of gear. Sometimes you need a special gear. I'm getting my password set up, which is why the screen's still blocked. Give me just a moment. But yes, it is Good Friday. This is the Friday before Easter. I am off from work today. So I made an abomination unto culinary perfection. Quite delicious. I had to go down and put it up real quick, which is why I'm kind of scrambling right now to get set up. Also, I prepped a brand new redeem for you guys that I just put in just now. So give me a moment and we should be good. There we go. Should be good. Let's get started, shall we? Get a mint. That is not the new redeem, but okay. No, that's me putting back in the old one, silly. You may want to wait for that one to run out before you try the new one. Or you'll be disappointed. Alright, we're gonna hop in. Also, randomly... Oh, got an outpost. I just looked at it a second ago and it did not have an outpost. That's a pretty good outpost. Not gonna lie. Oh, we missed the waking up. I am so sorry. I blocked into waking up. Oh well. We missed the me waking up the cuteness. Oh well. I am so sorry. Well, that's rough. I mean, it's doable. Wasn't the dragon above that? Why are you fighting level 101 enemies? I think when I played, my Slayer task was, first it was Ice Warriors, and it was Ice Giants. So I did the first one, did not finish the second one. I did a little bit of it, but it was taking me too much energy to fight, which is why I've been focusing on leveling up my combat. You didn't fight the dragon yet. I'm pretty sure the quest we're looking for is this one right here. So I must warn you, this is a wild ride. So we're gonna hop right on, okay? And we get to start with the end. Hi. I've also had coffee this morning. I don't know if you guys can tell. It was a couple hours ago, a few hours ago. I don't know. I was very, very wired. A lot of fun, which is good because I didn't really sleep that well. I woke up early and, yeah, had to wait for the coffee place to open. Alright, shall we? I hate you've been busy as a bee, Kayla. I did eat too much food. Also, when I went down to put it up, I ate another piece of it. Just, there's a little, I pulled off a little bit of biscuit and ate it. Seems half the whispers what come my way are related to your comings and goings. Being the actor type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? For that, let me ask, have you ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Did I misspell Hildebrand? I think I did misspell Hildebrand. No! To hear him tell it, he was Eor's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildebrand and his assistant have a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, so I say to give him sole credit. Any road. 5 years ago, he gets in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse. The element of the calamity, all of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildebrand himself. So he flies off toward Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launched himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical he's got to come back down. It was only recently that he found his body. I had reason for bringing this up. Alright, so Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As to where to find her, she'd like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the lit chart when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. So what I understand, this is a quest line that spans across the entire game. Every expansion has a significant update to it, so it's almost like a main story quest that just keeps giving. It's up. Alright, there we go. That's hard. If you get one, leave me one too, if you don't mind. If you need money, let me know. We can figure it out. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You come to offer your services to me. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name's Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as it made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. And then there was a final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... Solid joke. A big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! I just fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Hildebrand Vanderville, beloved son. Sniffle? Sob? They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. Do I remember you, Inspector? No. Gentleman, hero, Hildebrand. And the skies wept, for they were sad, over the loss of their beloved son. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. So she changed clothes at the cemetery. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. Now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where those dapper zombies were last seen in southern Danelin, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Oh, we gotta go to a fate. Okay. Wonder how often this fate happens. Is there a way to spawn this fate, or do I just have to wait? If I clear out a different fate, will it maybe go faster? I should probably do the one back there, but whatever. Is the right quest? Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, it popped. Nope. A different quest popped. Oh, wait, maybe that might be it. Yeah, that's it. Looks like I didn't have to do anything at all. Do not disturb our practice. Go and do the gentle dead man in peace. Are they actually attacking me? I don't think they are. Gentleman nor zombie. I know that. I'm a fox. Has been exhibiting uncharacteristic civilized behavior late, which greatly unnerved the people of Danelin. Dispatch the dapper undead for the benefit of the living. I guess they are hitting me a little bit. Now, one thing I'll say is I'm told this is a very, very long quest line, so I'm gonna try to shave as much time as possible while doing it. Equizada, welcome, welcome. Like, someone told me this might take more than a week. Did you find the zombies? You did. That's wonderful. I've been too busy. Been busy too. Head zombie before the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? The gentleman is rather than does. What? Don't be silly. Trying to catch me? You can't catch me. I'm too fast. Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. This parchment. This is a map of the Segoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That's what reminds me of, oh, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward. This is a goalie. I forgot how quiet some of the early zones were. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe there's a guide, though. I say we call them out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Gentleman is rather than does. Urgh, urgh. Who summons the gentle dead men? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. That is quite a difficult pose up there. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. On the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombie Brand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an Undead Overlord, you're a Gentleman Inspector. Inspector Overlord. Inspector Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. So stay your hand, my lady. You know not what you do. I think she knows what she's doing. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, then because of force of ice will like liquefy my If crashing into the ground made you forget, then explosion of equal force I'd make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. That's a great line. See, even you announced the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. How'd that happen? An ostrich? Normally I would apologize for intruding now, Shu, but I would prefer that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. But I do not quite remember how I came to be here. Lightning through the sword? I don't know. Or she just wake up. You know, the state of his outfit implies they buried him like that. Because that's not damage sustained by digging up. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I saw a dragon and... like, even his monocle, like, would not have cracked like that from being buried. So, did they just bury him as he was? What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Powerful pose. He got a power pose. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, have awoken at last. I sniffle, sap. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirer? Oh, what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case? We got a phoenix down from that. That's a resurrection item. Hey, guys. Scar's here on the case. Ready to fight some folks. Verily, it could be naught else. Someone nearby... Somewhere, nearby dastardly dooms are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! It's the Gully Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means old odds. It's but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that din of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Back we go. It was chilly this morning, but now it's quite warm. I am quite warm. Beg your pardon, you just questioned me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about the town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mythful Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Sounds like he's here. What's this? I have 0. What, you're looking for that half-naked Highlander? What, likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find a suspected friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Your mate's pa cousin's his best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Sorry, last, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. When you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... I'm back in the saddle again. Take you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond, hey Wymond! Thought almighty bugging me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. You do seem to be hale and healthy. Which, begs the question, how in the 7 hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eor's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you. But there was some talk about fair maid and what set her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Gasp! Why, if it isn't the lady from the Sigoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away! Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the last name yet. Okay, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something at the Weaver's Guild most every day. Good luck with inspecting, Inspector. Okay. Wait, what? Why is the tail wrong? I sworn I set that up right. I don't know why it didn't go right. Okay, got distracted. Oh, did I eat the cookie too? Oops, I already ate the cookie. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand I've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You'll bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call, and not beg the honor of championing her cause? Well, what in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I sniffle. I'm certain that I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashion at Sunsilk, and took in the match at the Coliseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and location of theft are unknown, essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues to your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion. To Sunsilk Tapestries! Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail in the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress, when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let's next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. Dropped her purse on his foot. Unrelated. The clues! Once again, Miss Moon, if you'd be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day, and I was debating which match to observe. When the gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I rolled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 score ounces. And the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ounces? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it was so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah. At the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, Kaylee. I wonder what's inside. I don't see how we can open. Of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Many cope with grief by taking up new pursuits, such as travel or exercise. Nashu chose to study explosives. Nashu's delight. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me. Now, for as shepherd leaves his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, owning his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around in town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. The Yellow Moon is our sun and our stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts? All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. Wish we God accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as... Those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. Your powers of observation are as great as you claim. You should have deduced that those buffoons and boxers were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mythical Eye. My name's Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman, investigator, and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to be one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You'd be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... And they're gone. Huh? Well, where in the bloody hell do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. Haha, I wonder what will happen when he discovers the victim is a perpetrator as well. Where? Flying is so awesome. What's up, Hump? I am Humphrey, and you are? Puff, puff. At last I've caught up with you. You there, youngster. I'm told you were a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? Ha ha ha. How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by a duelist not long ago, where he thought to find a whelp. He found a warrior's light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Heh, well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cardinal. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lou we were. Poor, he was a dab hand with old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasts a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Elazar. Tell him how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar! Scoundrel! I trust that bastard with me father's blade, bid and take it to the smithy for restoration. Even gave him the guild to pay for it. Then he comes back crawling back, stealing and begging forgiveness for losing in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me. You bleeding whoreson, look at me. Be flowing golden locks or no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Completely bald. Alright, alright. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay for the chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elazar's flowing locks? How will forsaken young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Alright. Antique swords? Oh, I have the fogs about that. That traveling merchant, Jojampa, is the one you want to speak with, assuming he has left. Traveling merchant? That sounds exactly the kind of person that would steal weapons. And he goes and sells them somewhere else. That boy should be ashamed of himself. Robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. Sigh. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. If deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Elazar's sword? Wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, or at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, anywhere as I determined to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-entrenched ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue searching for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Tisk, tisk. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Happy Easter! Oh, gotta duplicate. Quite alright, quite alright. Means I get to stick around a little bit longer. Coins! Occurs to me that I'm not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Now that first coating it in with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. I understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? You can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. The body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. Good luck. Ah, this comforting scent as though I'm a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Alright, maybe we should bring Fox back out here. Ah, the pain multiplies manyfold. Gently now, gently. Sorry. Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure. Why am I doing this? Right there, yes, keep doing that. Just like that. Yeah, just like groan. Yes! Now, what's more with feeling? Alright, little massage. Pretend we're kneading him like a cat. Ah, never before have I received such split administrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. Found a rock. Found a pot. And a bottle. This is not the sword you're looking for. A completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now, what were you expecting? A rock that keeps crows away? Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. I feel called out. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Worthless bottle, useless rock, and irrelevant pot shard. No sign of the sword Jojompa mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that, anyway? There's someone called you, too. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. But I heard sure that section of the spring was a stroke of... Achoo! Inspector's factory helps conduct investigation in those clothes. I'll go to Uldan and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elzar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elzar's woes will be no more. Are you? As promised, I returned to you your father's ancient blade. Ah, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God's bless you, sir. I never expected you to go to such things for two strangers I thought of a reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you a change of clothing. I also brought a supply of tonic for this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. in the face! Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could we miss it from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pin her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me? Ho! At last the curtain rises. Farewell. If I'm to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Is he putting all the bottles on at once? He looks much more dapper now. It shines with the light of 1,000 suns. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. Deploying flashbang. He's incredible. So bold. So majestic. Just like a warrior of light. Ah, the flashbang. So bright. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing! He does clean up kind of nice. Oh god, he got his hair back too. That guy's textures haven't loaded in. Hildebrand. How is he shaded in broad daylight? This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue, blue skies in the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the Blade of Legend? Those are some very big pants. Challenge is set to my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. Goodbye. Let's call it what it is. Genius. I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you must duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Hildebrand will return in the 3 Collectors. Hand me that spear. That's what I found buried with the pumpkins. Random tumbleweed? Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind. Alright, this is the moment we're gonna go brush. I don't think we can have a better transition point to that, so let's go brush. We'll do 2.5 minutes. It should be fun. I'll get some more water, although I still have some water here. Maybe I'll make some tea. Who knows? I'm worried I'm going to crash from the caffeine. Okay, I am back. Let us resume. So I did start some water, but I didn't have time to make tea. But should I get the urge and start getting sleepy, the waters will be warm, hopefully. And I'll just heat it up real quick. Pertains you're curious about the duelist's declared target. So it so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is part of the Ishigari Noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an old-on collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice to say, I'd be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she's a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm also told that she's fondest for rare flowers. The sort Tutusi and Karen Drybone sells. You can come along if you like. Off we go. Yes, we could teleport, but it's not that much quicker. You are missed. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you? Have you gone mad? He has an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. That's true your victim makes for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sake. Or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers portray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from your share or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You two, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. Another Inspector. Inspectors abound. At least he's competent. When did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady Drilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Wait, don't I have some teleport things? Cookie! No, eat cookie. Thank you for the cookie. I come side. How's it going? Again, as I told the last 20 game before, if you come looking for work, you're too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now, remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Here's flour. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Boop. Still. I may need to fix that. Hold on a second. There might be something of a I need to add like a weight, I think. Steph, thank you for the raid. 1 second, I'm having some technical difficulties. My tail is not coming out right. think I need a little bit of a delay. I'll do like 2 seconds. There we go. Maybe that'll fix it. Thank you, Fav. I'll get you a shout out. Give me a second. Sorry. Alright, I think I should have working. How's Minecraft? Oh, you gotta go? It's okay if you have to go. Right. Sorry, where were we? What is more? What is more? A flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Do you go to a party? What kind of party are you going to? Or do you have to go right now? Forgive us, Lady Trilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools. I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the mythical eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Ah, but you must see for yourself. Like every piece of my collection, he has been chosen with utmost care. Now look at my peerless inspector, and delivers in despair. Ships that pass the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Melody, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you're not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Character declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Bardian, consulting inspector. At your service, my lady. Conniving inspector? Consulting inspector. Sniff sniff, rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka, I presume. 2 rank amateurs playing a profession of which they know not. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. You see, I do not want nor need your help. Bardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There's a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the Royal House of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you're not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? picked up the vase in Ul'dah like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge when then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone. But so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofiko's wells. I wanted to go and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You're no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Brereton. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen. If it's dangerous or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help. Understand? Danger Noodle! That's the ocean. A pox upon that thieving demon bird. It shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not of what you... God, curse this infernal refuge underfoot. Every point is a dagger. Something the water man's feet. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is likely to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does it have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No, never mind then. Maybe. Deploying flashbang. The girl ran by earlier? I seen her. Had some in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it done made her any road. Whatever it is, it's all gone by now. I went in the wrong order. Should have gone this way first. Wait, was that chicken there earlier? Why is that chicken green? That's by the treasured vase of Lady Gervilda over? Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. You searched for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Bria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have, my faithful assistant. Hearken me now, for as the rising sun does dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Would that be Pot's shard? Why some of them take so much longer? Guess they're dug in deep. I've not been so careless. 100% your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look. All the Sultan's chocobos and all Sultan's men couldn't put his vase back together again. Well done, my friend. This will be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. There's but one person in all the Eors are capable of reconstructing this face. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works. So fierce in his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one with a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies at Ulda, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. He was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass maids never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief, who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." Sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. And I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. No, not really. It's been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, I'm in search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. Pleasure's all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, bid you welcome. Is that hard for you to remember? I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, for what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the city of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search. Okay, I'm gonna go see if my tea water is hot enough. I'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I've procured a lovely green tea, and we shall resume our search for the goldsmith. The hammer, bam. Hammer, stand, land. Happy Easter. I'm back again. Ian's back. Hippity hoppity. Bunny Yin on the property. Little Fox. Boop. Hi, Jeff. Tablet's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. Basket's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. Argo! Argos? I don't remember. Oh, the hammer's still there. Embedded in the head. Goblin, baskets, this Arvin, all were slain with a hammer. As to that beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, be safe. Do you have enough money for it? That chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Yappy is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Well, that's the guy with the crazy pants. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. But what must do this so terrible? I must dance. I'm a Manderville man, doing it only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Porthos to Thanalan, Manderville man. I cannot avert mine eyes. That, that is the dance of the House of Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I gasps. Looking to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no solution. You must dance in my stead. There will be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Learn the emote Manderville dance. We are siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now, you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Wait, do they each have a hammer embedded in them? Yeah, each one has a hammer embedded in their head. Wait, I don't see that one. Except for that one. Okay, that one does not. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Is that a problem? Still a dance. Oh. Fancy yourself a Manderville man? You do what only a Manderville can? Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. Wait. Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. Oh, that might be hard. Naked. He comes. Superhero landing. Why is he naked? Ho ho ho. You have not to fear for me. Not at all. The only cats I came to settle were with the chimera. Why is he naked? But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbird. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? More importantly, how in the hell did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Uh-oh. Why is he running? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives. I. He's so fast! Hildebrand! Helder, Maximilian Manderville! He's very flexible. And he's lost his clothes again. 10 years, Hildebrand. 10 years since you left home. And 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the delusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You were Hildy's father? God birthed the goldsmith in Manderville, man. Smithing guys only on Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan. Fit for a Manderville man. Father, please cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. Also, there's children present. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. That's a lot of muscles. Ha, do not worry, little one. I deal with worst cases before my morning bowel movement. Why? That seems unnecessary. How? Hold your applause till the end. Dear God, guide my hammer. This is the Hildebrand questline. I've misspelled it. It's, the E should be an I. Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? You completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense, I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you're paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I'm an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It's my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too. Innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you'd put away the childish dreams. No matter. You'll understand in due time. No, I will not. I'm an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. We cannot say that for certain, can we? Perhaps she'll take liking to this reimagining. You spoke with thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I'm something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross past this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. I think you do as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I might have met you, Greg. Now, let's return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. With one eye open, under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. It's called Vesper Bay. Hope she likes it. If every component of an object were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. I didn't think it was so funny in this. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you no shame? Have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now, see here, Lady Drilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch her priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Mandeville, sir. I did not realize you had arrived. Found a fox? Hooray! Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy. I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Why is he wearing clothes now and wasn't before? I'm confused. Oh, it does, milady. It does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. If you're happy, I'm happy. Hooray! What a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandevilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Mandeville? The man who took Eowyn Quiveran's seat on the Syndicate? It appears that there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must now redirect our energies toward the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardian. Consulting Inspector. Is he scolding them? Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Drilda has asked us that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade to a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Drilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiring real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all of our forces will converge on its location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Perhaps we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? Sigh. The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red, who wields a halberd. Ha ha ha. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Porthos. I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come, or don't. I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness. Quick, my good man. What a pleasure to see you again. We've just received new information regarding the weapon thief. The victim described him as Howard William Root, dressed in a ridiculous outfit. Ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I'm intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Haha, what reasons indeed? It's enough to make a gentleman laugh. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is Observatorium. Our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Bardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No. Let us sally forth at once. Okay. Forth as it is. I wonder if I was hoping the fox would show up in the tracker over there. That fire looks odd. Is that a player? It is a player. That's why the fire looks odd. Hi, Jeff. Welcome, welcome. But you're back in time for the Easter stream. I mean, so the Happy Easter thing will be up for at least a few days. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. Eddie, Sergeant, they're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. Yep, in here, at your service. But sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, this land always so inhospitable? Biting winds in the endless snows? I'm dressed up as the Easter Bunny. Not keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you. After administering the requisite beating, haha. Good, you're still, Was there someone else with you a moment ago? Oh, you speak of Greg. He finished outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with the man near these gates? We're undermanned over there. Do you think you like it? Hippity hoppity, bunny again on the property. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. Do not escape me this time. Why, hello, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu. We have lingered here overlong. We must egress post-haste. Bunny Fox B! I'm glad I put a little bit longer timer on this one. That way, we don't spoil it too soon. There's not out of the ordinary here either. Although we'll probably see all of them by the end of the stream tomorrow. No luck, Chicken. We've scoured every elm of the S area to no avail. I can only conclude that having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, Duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. There goes Gilgamesh. Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie. The gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I haven't found a weapon to use. By the 12, was that the self-same spirit which propelled me to see the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It is buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelists to the east of the observatorium. Chicken runs by. Greg? It's Greg. Where'd he go? I thought it was Snowman. Unhappy Snowman. It's like me if I go see my family. Wave, but... missed it. Anything noteworthy? Very round sheep. Oh yeah, of course they're fake. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? It was not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? I thought this was just a chicken you painted green. Even the Gooboo's back there is bored. Greg, I've been to ask you, why do you covet this weapon so? If you had beheld it, you would understand in some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearned to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. The weapon of your spears are striking. A striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Grr, now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me! This spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've got the weapon thief in the act. Marcel, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, but I'm certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed is by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in a single combat. Hi, Don. Yep, Fox Bunny. This is Fox Bunny B, I believe. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. Confession of what? I've done naught wrong. Bah, you're all beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. Which ears? The bunny ears are not very warm. They're just a headband. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone would likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Cookie? Hey, cookie. Nom 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 nom. Okay, you can pet my ears. Having paid the cookie. Boop. Now shoot, Miss Ellie. Ah, my good woman, it's relieved to hear your footfalls. As you've doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Did you see the pictures of the abomination I made this morning? Delicious. And full of nutrition. By that I mean, like, calories, fat, salt. Everything a growing fox needs. That's fair. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. It took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I'll even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. Excuse me. After all, it will avail you to no advantage. Heh, heh. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time! It got bigger. A little bit. Well, he got like 50% taller. I do. Oh, yeah, a lot of people did that. Okay, how do I unsync it? Won't that be too powerful? Not level sync? Oh. Like that? Like this? You think I'm too high level for it though? Won't it be too easy? Defiance! Down click.
Go on, Engineer. It's Toad, your favorite.
Run for the chicken! Tiny!
No! What?
I know, I'm trying to make it last a bit longer.
Rocket punch!
You're confused.
Fine, I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not? Ha! I lied! Everything! Why, I've been hurt! This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I, just remembered something.
Running. He's got a lot of chickens.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly! Ha-ha!
I want you to feel like you're doing well. Kinda. Being attacked by chickens. Oh, just the one shoots me.
won't go down so easily.
Bring my tiny.
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Bye, Greg. Tell the chicken to get hold of him. Poor chicken. Yep. I like him. Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Best Ray then. Oh, why, Greg? Why? Are you dead again, Inspector? Alright, off we go. That actually is the canonical Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy V? Of course it is. That's not that bad. Just more magnificent than I imagined. It'll make a fine addition to my collection. I'll see how much gold I have. I probably also have some items I could sell. Bomb. Yeah, go for it. If there's nothing there, go for it. Hooray! I rest well. It's a little bit early though. Yeah, grab it. And that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I truly mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Barradine. Barradine? Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Ah, okay. Have a good evening, okay? A true master of disguise. Disguise yourself as a client and then let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke with the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't this obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. Okay. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Excellent dodge, excellent dodge. Excellent dodge. Excellent dodge. Oh, right in the forehead. What about money? Do streamers ever worry? Too many patrons? Hi, Dance Shroom. Welcome, welcome. Right in the forehead. I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Bardian. Mostly I don't worry about money because I have a day job. So I mostly just stream for fun. Piss off. That's what he said. I'm not talking to any of you guys, okay? 400 years have I slept. 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. Design the wording of the same as before. The thief who stole the Treaty Blade sent this. Very well. I alone, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Oh, that's rough. There might be a different shop. How do you serve Bunny Yen? We've had the same fee. This will come up 3 times so far. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. Is it always one stock, or what? Ah ha 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 ha. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious Treaty Blade to be stolen? Oh yeah, you won't be able to buy it at all. And even if someone puts it in, you won't be able to. Oh, in-game money? Yeah. And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it's a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentleman mummers. Yes, even if someone sells it at the shop, you won't be able to buy it, so... Oh well. Ah ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen the show. We should head back to the sea later, just you and me. Not bad, Hoodie, not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Puff, puff, mark my face, oh phantom of many faces. Here's the face of the puff, puff. We're doing a quest line. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Hildebrand will return in A Case of Indecency. No problem. What anyway? Hey, what's the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Oh, look, there's a dolphin or a shark out there. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Alright. Excellent opportunity to go brush. So go brush, and I'll be right back, okay? Brushy, brushy. At least I got plenty of water, and I'm caffeinated again. Right back. line back, but too early. Too early. We got 55 seconds still. So we'll poke her a little out of game for a moment. I was hoping we'd get this unlocked, but alas, was not to be. Oh, did I ever spend these? I did not. We're making good progress. Not as much as I should be making. Thank you for the pets, but we still need about 17,000. Is the wrong tail student? Okay, I better fix that. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing this on these models in particular, but I need to fix it. So I need to find the ones that go here. This one? Okay. It must be all of them. It must be all the tails are not working right here. Okay, if I set that up correctly, then this shall work. If I have not set this up correctly, then it won't continue to not work. Right. Alright, so we should have the right tail now. Okay. And it should also now work every time. We're back. Right. We fixed the tail. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe we found our Lapis Madden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one master Gugurimu, a prominent member of the East Aldenar Trading Company. Her eyes and hair, a most exceptional shade of blue, her beauty is the talk of Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently, her father's the overprotective sort. Some say the maid has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just anyone, mind you, to the heir to the Bruguiere Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at the commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is the bride-to-be would making a rare public appearance. It is here the thief intends to strike. I could be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol, overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Going beef quesadilla, and we'll head to Costa del Sol. Yes, I have a strong hunch that this is going to be a very long questline. Possibly because I was told it's going to be a very long questline. Ah. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. You have no business here. Be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Elliot, reporter for the Metro Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah, yes, that two-gill sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter's in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. Heard that before. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. What is this, West Side Story? They have the oven mitt gloves. Oven mitt gauntlets, I guess I should say. The brass blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, Or those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Alright, be safe. Consulting Inspector Briardian. Your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it'll cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Fox. Farewell. Let's see if your reputation is deserved. Consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Indeed, Don. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector. After you slipped under our noses last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? Although these will not be, these are permanent additions. Hooray! Internet coverage. These will be permanent additions. These are not temporary. So, I mean, the redeem will be going away, but they are already in the random. They were already in the random earlier this week. Do tell, Inspector. After slipped under our noses last time, what makes you so confident you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi, and it is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad light of day. It says that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods used to combat the treaty blade. It's alright. Don't worry about it. They'll show up again. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I've already narrowed the field. Hopefully you have headphones. I don't want to irritate anyone. Arabella's betrothed, Faunus, we're an obvious target for our thief. So too would be his father, Morgant. It was this one, and then it was, Combat Bunny Scarlet, and then it was Fox Bunny B. The Alto Noto and his wife, Signana, the guest of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Kukurumil himself. Finally, we have Lewinhart, the steward of Gurimu's estate, Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis maiden herself, assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information planning his course of attack. We begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. Hildebrand Manderville, I can smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. Pleasure's all mine, contriving Inspector Baradian. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I've simply been conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. And to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. He does realize there's still a fish in his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past. But a fair maiden's virtue may have her very life at stake. From one gentleman to another, let's put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me? Assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While notes may be asking much, do try to not do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I will speak with you, but not here. I'll be waiting for you outside Casa del Sol. Come quickly, for not have the luxury of time. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Answer me this, Acalia. You were there when the Phantom Thief and the God's Blade drilled us stole off with the Treaty Blade. Is there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? The identical appearance. The obvious answer, yet all too many, a certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Cannot recognize a clue if it hit them upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask behind the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will. Things are going very well. I hope your journey continues, hopefully goes better. You get home safely and on time. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magic's far outside the grasp of common folk at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight into his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms, to the look to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Trilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. You're dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, that not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Casa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet, some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our Phantom, Acalia. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? A brass blade. Precisely. Clearly you are far less useless than that bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Casa del Sol for a man. Feels wrong to be walking into the capital unarmed? Is that unusual? Deducing as much, I made a point to question the brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. The man can tell us if it's assigned charge, like as not his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief and I have had time to carry the unconscious man far. I'll canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Casa del Sol. Off we go! How far to get carried? Is it fish food? Crab food? Yep, that's our missing person. Ah. It'll be okay. Excellent. You're one of the less incompetent assistants I've worked with. To thank the gods, please free me from these chains before the Stimpers eat me alive. I still want to buy an axe from you one of these days. There, now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you. And try to be brief. We just arrived in Casa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Gurumu gave us our orders. Who would be looking after him? And like... Had in mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, just stripped of my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those who've had to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Gurumu? Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy, but one was Morgant, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafell gent from Limsa. Nalto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? I don't think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Lewenhart. I was reviewing with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key spies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Nalto, and Lewenhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishing and enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city in possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Casa del Sol to continue the investigation. Going ahead of me, and for the love of gods, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. There you are, my friend. And not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briarden's avenue inquiry bear fruit? Morgant, Nalto, and the steward Lewenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I consider them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. If the lab is made in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the Inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The Inspector shall be none the wiser. Ha. If he had helped to have the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. There's one of our suspects standing suspiciously under the canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Wasn't I supposed to keep him out of trouble? I'm failing to keep him out of trouble. Are we gonna pull an Austin Powers? He's gonna try to rip his face off? Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The mere slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear. Miss Ellie, ready your quill that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from mental men of ages past to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers, less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal, too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. This is why you're my favorite assistant, not you. Now behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good evening, Master Gurumu. And a fine evening it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter, you. Just who in the seven hells are you, anyway? Guards! Guards! Ha. Now, hold your joke, bows, Gurumu. I recognize the lad. This is Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire. Come save the lovely lass from the clutches of the Phantom Thief, have you? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude. Ivanus? The Phantom Thief? Balderdash and fraud, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty, indeed, to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. Aha. It exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such a defeat fashion-challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Ha. That's me, Vanus. Ever calm in the face of danger. Truly is his father's son. A worthy heir to the Brugere consorting, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I've seen many years of prosperity for our families. Or a family, I should say. Ho ho! Which reminds me, Master Vanus, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude for the gold clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. But that little trinket was nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. Ha. The time-honored Maryville art of Relay? We'd be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgana spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interaction between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. I don't know, I'm suspicious of Morgana. Ha ha ha. Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. The gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Oops. I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yalto Nolto and Lewenhart. For asked my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. Ooh, shiny. Jump! I'm not seeing your face around here. East out in our trading company, are we? Well, why, yes, good sir. Very much with them. Some might even say we are the East out in our trading company. Ha ha ha. Oh ho, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet ye. Do tell, is the lapis maiden as lovely as they say? Nana here is no slouch herself. But like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. Oh, where are me manners? Yalto Nolto of the Brugere Consortium, and this is me wife, Nana. I look forward to the many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. Aye, I dare say this wedding and the joining together of our family businesses couldn't be happening at a better time. With all manner of fell beats and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, a lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of them. You have heard of the Mandragoras, haven't you? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the fist of Rogger. I fell amongst them with chance several hundred mantra whatsits a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill you to read the mythical eye and educate yourselves from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it that they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Nana. Forgive me, wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure. And with that, I best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. Harmony. None of those three were suspicious at least. We must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there's a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the lapis maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. Sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. The lapis maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. This is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Bardian will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewenhart spoke. Should we find any contradiction in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Bardian will be back before long. Come, Nashu. There's no time to delay. Were those bombs? Crates of assorted foodstuffs and veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. Here's our man Lewenhart spoke true. Ye gads! Are those explosives I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It appeared that we have found our phantom thief after all. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, and you see, those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu, far be it for me to cast down your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time, and I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear is somewhat misdirected. Now, set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking notes like you're the astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briarden is about to occupy at the moment. If he chanced upon the scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let's dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briarden, explode, a fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Don't look now, but somebody's returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two are supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briarden come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Kayla and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth this speech. You two should get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nash, we shall return from your creations. Shall return for your creations once Inspector Briarden has been safely led from the scene. Investigation calls us. And we must heed his cry. Place real quick. So Hildebrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. It seemed to me something almost resembling impressed. Indeed. Enough about Hildebrand. Kay and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... Excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes, that spot just over there by the creation device. There, of all places? I'm sure we can find somewhere more scenic. I'm not here on vacation. I'm here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody hells, don't worry, Kayla. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. How did she get involved with us? I mean, she hated us. Or, well, him. Shacked us. It's just because there's a bit of a chill in the air. Perhaps we should go someplace warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, it should not take long. Sigh. If you insist, Inspector. Through the questioning of the brass blade attacked by a quarry, I've identified the three individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Delta Noto, and Lewenhart. The three of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over... Are the two of you listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. Nod. You look on Miss Ellie. Perhaps you're right. I, too, feel a chill wind blowing in. Maybe we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there's no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. Ha. Methinks the Inspector has taken leave of his senses. Chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve this perfectly. As fortune would have it, I just happen to have flintstone upon my person. Of course! There's no cause for alarm. It's not blood that courses through the Inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a serious events that would lead to such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record those words for posterity. So hi, Mopar. Happy, Good Friday. Whee! It's flying! What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Well, look who we have here. How is everyone today? What's going on? Could this be another challenge from the Fiend? I shall allow it this one time, alright? So truly jest, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual cards, see? Dallas is just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so. We must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges. There can be no doubt as to the sender. What is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Confounding Inspector Bardian will meet a fiery demise. Wah! Oh dear. Who could have possibly foreseen this? Oh dear. If he could just not move, he'll be perfectly fine. For those of you just joining us, that thing next to him, his outstretched hands, is a bomb. You saw through the Fiend's ruse. But how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wearer. You have my gratitude. Once more, his suit was destroyed. Hildebrand Mandeville, Were you able to learn aught of these fiends who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foes revealed himself as no more mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance. Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. What, in the name of the gods, fowl's teeth? Those vegetables cost a fortune. And they're ruined. Ruined! Also they were coconuts. I believe those are fruits. Age of inquiry? More like age of injury and incompetence. You replace the supplies that you destroy before the banquet begins. I will see the entire lot of you rot in jail. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not. The fiends' artless attempts on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Ask Guru Ramu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods. This is no thief. This is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contain imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days, what with the mandragoras at large. Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras? I've heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but very closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its color, which is a deep purple. Methinks she does worry too much, Master Lowenheart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of those overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras. They're rather a bloodthirsty band of killers, given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of Gerbera proved unable to resist them. Oh ho, a formidable foe indeed. For only there a brave soul in our midst, with a warrant for taking on fearsome enemies, but not a shred of concern for her own well-being. You rise, friend. They speak to me. They say, I, yes, I, shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the stolen goods back to their rightful owner. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. Once Huntimal of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with fitting the roads to the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Gugurumu is like to put me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face danger alone. Let's away till them sit together. If you'd come for the Mandragoras, I fear you're half about too late. As for we, blast it all. Hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened his cargo hold to check on a shipment of vegetables than did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Elport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Ah, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by the fisherman's bottom will carry us to Elport. Let's swiftly be on our way. I think I'd rather just teleport to Elport. Time is of the essence, you see. So, given how timing is working, I think it might be best to finish this quest and call it a day. Eek, don't stick up to me like that. Now, Check. What were you thinking of doing? Do you really think you can catch a goddess in a Pokeball? You truly are foolhardy, aren't you? Eek, don't stick up on me like that. I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant or something like that. Think I jested ye? You'd be speaking a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye, as it did mine. My eye? By the time I'd regained my wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined. Ruined. If I never see another bleeding onion till the end of me days, it'll be too soon. Perhaps. To hear most say it, the Mandragores are a nasty lot, a right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. Let me tell ye, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fawns from our lards and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution. Madness, you say? Take a ferry to Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with a dim expression. I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me, if it ain't the undead overlord but fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which will make you... Aye, could it be? The adventurer who bested this thieving duelist in single combat? Well, bugger me and call me inspector. Tell me, is it truly the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? That's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. That's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the Mandragores are planting themselves a whole army of their kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them, before the harvest comes. In any case, if I solved in my day, but I've not matched with a sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra. To the Isle of Umbra, then. We shall nip it in the bud. Barbed wire on the fences? You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Another hostile gaze, it seems. Smash, I fit right in. Still hostile, still missing. Pulling flashbang. I honestly was not expecting that to go quite so blurry. friend, I pursued the Mandragoras climbing beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here. Somewhere. Not going very well, is it? Turn. But we still haven't caught the culprit yet. You return. I figured you might end up as a tasty snack for a crazed head of cabbage. Stolen foodstuffs. You've taken my hide today. Oh, but I must say the purple dragon peppers are intact. As for Kurumlu, was quite particular about its seasonings. Oh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. That wild vegetable chase is a pleasant diversion, but it's time we return to the case. Now, there must be some clue that yet eludes us. Core, the peppers have changed color. What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers disguised by a many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate. A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Lowenheart described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate. Look here, Inspector. This crate is clearly marked for Casa del Sol. How curious. I say purple, I mean purplish blue, or a bluish purple. The two colors are quite similar when you think about it. Are they? These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Indeed. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. The charade is up. After the man. It is as I suspected all along. The goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu, the fiend must be brought to justice. And thus we're hot on the trail. Hold on. But you cannot. Ha ha ha. If you thought you'd outspent the Spanderville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. That does sound pretty good. Another fool thinks to catch a goddess. Wait. What? Oh. Sorry, I was confused. It took me a minute. I didn't realize you did 2 redeems at once. Ah, confused me. Okay. Founded by a snipper, a fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let's see what lies behind the mask. Is this the real one? Oh, well, where am I? Who are you? Play the fool, avail you not. I should you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I will disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Oh, wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella, I must find her at once. Oh, my head. It was in this man wears no mask. This is the true Lewenhard. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Mineport when one of the brass blades on a patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. It didn't, though. He proved too strong for me. Now that you mentioned it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. There's still some time before the banquet begins. Knowing her Corey has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet he cannot have foreseen this turn of events. It's unlikely he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most probably, we now know the thief has suffered a wound to his right hand. They simply return to Casa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. Excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Lewenhard back to the state. We might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. Apply their revenge. I found you, my little ones. Let me guess. You saved the anger of those that took from you what was yours. Then it would appear our goals are in accord. Wait for Casa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. They're kind of cute, you know. The game is afoot, inspectors. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? Another mask lost. Danger noodle? It's across the way. Ah, the blue-haired maiden. I found her. Miss Arabelle, what are you doing out here? You must return to the state at once. Sigh. Hello, Lewin. Always a warrior. Your concerns touch you, but I'm a woman grown. Besides, I just want to see the flowers. Ugly though the flowers may be, they are as unsightly weeds when measuring against your beauty. I'm Hildebrand, Agent Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. Your pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildebrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Manderville name. God smiled me indeed to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion. And yet? Sigh. You seem pensive, my lady. Is something the matter? Tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Vanus. Why, I have not even met him. He sent me this clasp of a betrothal gift, a treasure of my treasure, wear it always, much is said. I do not care how beautiful it is, it might as well be a golden shackle. And Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. Arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable. Father says that this marriage must happen, that is for the future of the family trade. You look like a true olden. If I may be bold, lady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Why so? Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as a servant rather than a son. Oh crap. You may think Father a cold and miserly man, but to me, he's the man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Vanus, if that will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. Anyway, we should return across Still Soul and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. I worry we may not finish this one. We've not a moment to lose, friends. The time of our final confrontation with the Fiend is nigh. Our foes doubtless assume a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return across Still Soul, I shall employ the time-tested Manderville art of parley to cut through the Fiend's flimsy facade. This art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be no time enough for that once our foes are in shackles, and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventures as it has in my investigations. Or failing that, serve to entertain you when you had nothing better to do. But I digress. A gentleman must wait away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Not you, Miss Ellie, with me. Shark in a barrel. What a terrible day for a party. Rich Bardian, I've seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabelle will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I've canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabelle just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own, Tee. There's no time. Without the thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. But Inspector, Vanis and his family would not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. No, that's nothing of my concern. Besides, the inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over and blow something up, or like? You know, like you always do? Inspector Bradian, I knew they would come to recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Vanis. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must needs be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he's being insulted. Now to the task at hand. Let's find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about. Perfect. Can I find some sort of ordinary garb delivered to Miss Arabella outside the gates? I shall proceed with the investigation. Has the office maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing. We certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them what you will. Thanks, friend. Oh, message you have for me? Servant's garb, but why? Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change those clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony, Father will be furious, and Lord Vanis. We're dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As your ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You only concern yourself with your own safety. You should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. No, my father heard you say such things. I should have said them long ago. By not doing so, I put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well, I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. My apologies for delay. What shall I do with my banquet dress, Inspector? Here, bring Mr. Arabella's dress to that bombing inspector. I dare not speculate how he intends to see to his task, but I imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now, let's return before the festivities begin. Oh no. I know exactly where this is going. Is he gonna try to wear the dress? I hope so. Let's go. I'm all for this. I'm 100% on board. Let's go. Hi, your turn, V. I was active formulating a master plan to distract Master Vanis at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? This particular dress certainly make eyes bulge and heart stop. Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress. I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it. Worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. With that, I must attend to Master Vanis before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Bardian and I have the situation entirely under control. I want to find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities. Alright. All we can do is wait. Once again, terrible weather for it, but it's what it is. Curses, how am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Friends, family, business associates, it is an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Casa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by the Bulgare Consortium and the East Adonar Trading Company. We trust you've been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. Flavis Maiden, if even half the tales for beauty are true, Vanis is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Yalto Noto, Zainana, honored guest. It's a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vanis, future chair of the Brugere Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Gugurimo of the East Aldenar Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today, that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildebrand Mandeville, you had one job. Come on, come on! She's beautiful. It's what I've always dreamed of. Whether Rob expecting otherwise, she is my bride after all. Milady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. My sun and stars, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. I am yours, and shall be forevermore. Well, what have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, Agent Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. He's gonna break the dress. The fiend who now lies defenselessly before me. The game's up, Vanis. Or shall I call you by another name, the Thief of Many Faces? I'm pretty sure it's the inspector that was up by the wagon. But me, the thief, are you mad? It appears that my masterful deductions have proven beyond the grasp of your very mind. Very well, allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but 2 men here in Casa del Sol who have gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Gugurimo, and her steward, Lumenhart. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vanis, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considering this light, do not say your reaction upon seeing my face is most unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save ye, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else with half their wits about them. How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once. Lock him up in jail and throw away the key. Arbella? Oh, thank the gods you're safe. Come with me quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. Wait, was he right? Oh, we recognize your necklace. Glove in his right hand. Could it be? He took her necklace. Ah, the man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not, and what is yours is now mine. That's the thief. Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him. Vegetable assault. You came all this way for me? You love me. You really, really love me. How'd I get up there? This is most flattering, but I have taken what I came for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. I hear that the real Vanis was found bound and gagged in the storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I'm sorry. For what, my lady? The bank was more exciting than I ever could have hoped for. Vanis and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it's for the best. I found my own way to make father happy, by living my life as I would live it. It's you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson. For the love of God, somebody find him a change of clothes. But one thing still puzzled me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the lapis made his virtue, yet in the end he took only her neck piece. Now that you mention it, Master Rimu told me about the clasp when it first arrived. Engraved with the mark of the Sun Guards, it is one of the most treasured pieces from the Brugere collection, known by many as the Miss Virtue. Maiden's virtue indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. Aww, poor Annie guy. Every inspector says, made you look. What a twist! Fiend plays us for fools. Give that to me at once. When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. If the fiend attempted to murder once, he may very well do so again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces, you sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when next we meet, you'll be mine. Yet, yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was blamed for that bomb. Truly, verily, indubitably, the Phantom Thief. Most certainly. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Parlay minigame. the victor goes a priceless treasure. While the smile of the champion holds secrets untold. Are 8 legs better than 2? Can a Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? Hildebrand will return in the Colosseum Conundrum. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one? At the same time? Is that even possible? Guess we'll find out next time. Oh, poor Coblin. Oh, he's fine. Unlock the toy chest. Okay. So we'll stop there. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely Friday. We'll be back tomorrow with a nice all-day stream, as usual. I may be a little bit late because I have to go grocery shopping. Normally I go on Sundays, but unfortunately they're closed on Sunday because it's Easter. So good night, everyone. Bunny Fox out. Hippity hoppy. Fox is leaving the property. Night night.